The war between Israel and Iran has entered its fourth day, escalating rapidly over the weekend. Former President Donald Trump has publicly claimed that Iran is losing this war and called on both nations to begin peace talks immediately. Despite these statements, the White House is showing no signs of stepping in diplomatically, and concerns are growing fast, especially in light of explosions reported in the Gulf of Oman. According to NASA, 3 oil tankers have caught fire in the Gulf, near the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most vital oil shipping routes in the world. Approximately 20% of global oil passes through this narrow choke point daily, and Iran has long threatened to block it during high-stakes confrontations. Now, with tankers burning and satellite images confirming the fires, fears of a broader regional war are increasing. Why the U.S. might enter the war? There are 2 primary red lines that could push the U.S. into direct conflict with Iran. 1. If U.S. citizens or military personnel are attacked. 2. If global oil supply, specifically shipments through the Strait of Hormuz, is disrupted. This sudden escalation is reminiscent of 2019, when Iran was blamed for mine attacks on vessels in the same area during Trump's maximum pressure campaign, which reimposed harsh sanctions after withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal. Trump's urgent return from G7 and Israel's calculations. Trump abruptly left the G7 summit in Canada and returned to the White House, fueling speculation. During his departure remarks, he stated, "This is big. I have to get back. Something major is happening." As news broke of oil tankers ablaze, the link became clearer. At the same time, Prime Minister Netanyahu is aggressively lobbying U.S. support. Israel's goal is clear: destroy Iran's nuclear infrastructure entirely, including deep underground facilities like Fordo, which Israel cannot effectively target alone. Only the U.S. has bunker-buster munitions capable of reaching it. Missile strikes escalate. Israel has already destroyed multiple Iranian nuclear sites, such as Natanz and Isfahan, but Fordo, buried nearly 300 feet underground, remains a problem. Meanwhile, Iran continues launching missile barrages into Israeli territory. Though Israel's Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow 3 systems are intercepting most attacks, some missiles are penetrating the defenses. A recent hit on Haifa's major oil refinery marks a major escalation. The Iranian strikes are fewer in number, but increasing in precision and damage. Death toll, damage, and public backlash. In Tel Aviv, a ballistic missile hit a residential building, killing 11 people and injuring many more. First responders worked overnight to pull survivors from the rubble. Despite Israel's strong air defenses, citizens are growing restless as the cost of war rises. On the Iranian side, mass evacuations from Tehran are underway. Crowds are fleeing to eastern and northern provinces, seeking safety from potential Israeli airstrikes on IRGC targets. U.S. envoy, meeting, a last chance for peace? According to Axios, a potential back-channel meeting is being arranged between U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Iran's foreign minister. The discussion would likely include ceasefire negotiations, nuclear deal terms, U.S. and Israeli military cooperation. This could be a make-or-break moment for whether the U.S. becomes directly involved. Israel reportedly opposes any delay, fearing Iran will recover and restart its nuclear program. Netanyahu's recent media appearances, Fox News, ABC, appear aimed at swaying U.S. public opinion, especially among Trump's base. China's quiet moves. As the world watches, China may be backing Iran more than expected. 80 to 90% of Iran's oil exports go to China. 2 Chinese cargo planes mysteriously disappeared off radar before entering Iranian airspace. Analysts suspect they were delivering military supplies under radio silence. Chinese state media has begun live broadcasting from Israel, an unusual move suggesting foreknowledge of the escalation. Beijing has also advised its citizens to evacuate Israel, adding to the urgency. In contrast, Russia, Iran's other ally, remains largely silent, issuing only diplomatic statements. Despite a strategic defense pact signed earlier this year, Moscow has not offered tangible military aid. What's next? As of early Tuesday morning in Iran and Israel, military activity seems to have slowed, but this could be temporary. The U.S. now faces a crossroads: push forward with diplomacy, possibly avoiding a full-scale Middle East war, or side militarily with Israel, using bunker busters to finish Iran's nuclear infrastructure. Trump's recent tweet summed up his stance. America first means many great things, including the fact that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Make America great again. With both military activity and diplomatic efforts accelerating, the coming days could decide